And
interesting that they go for the die roll here, since Tomas still gets to choose.
yeah. Actually, it was Thomas that rolled the die. So
Yeah, I did the same thing in a PDQ earlier this year.
yeah,
Where I was the first seeded into the top 8,
Yeah.
and I always started at high roll.
yeah. And Poya ships his hand back because of the one swamp situation and all the expensive spells in the whole world.
Yeah.
Tomas Westling seems to be keeping his 7, and I didn't get a good glimpse of which cards he kept, but I'm quite aware that both these players know what they are playing. They might even have a face-off before in this tournament.
I think they have. I was thinking that we did see Thomas play against a Black Devotion deck. Wasn't that Poya, actually?
It could have been.
We've had so many matches here on camera this weekend, so they all kind of blur together.
Yeah.
And these two have been mainstays on them as well.
Yeah.
Fairly certain that we've seen Poya playing both limited and constructed here on the camera.
And Poya now is rewarded with a land with a hand with all the swamps in the whole world, and a thought
an extra for just a good measure.
For good measure. Taking a good look at the Thomas' hand here, and it seems to be a spicy one. A little land light.
Definitely is a spicy one.
Yeah.
Even with just the 2 lands.
Yeah.
Just being able to play turn 2 Tidebinder Mage and then turn 3, or the other way around, the Frostburn Weird or Fassa, if he is so inclined.
Yeah.
Really is a good start for Tomas here.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine he will take anything but the Fassa here, though.
No.
Once she's on the board, there is nothing that the black deck can do to take her away. They just need to keep the devotion low enough so that she's not active as an attacker.
Yeah. But looking at Poya Nobari's hand, it doesn't even seem like he's going to be able to do that.
I say an Ice Inspector and some swamps.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I can read from the hand on
Exactly.
of Poya here. There seems to be one more spell, but I can't really tell what it is.
Tomas casually takes out his smartphone and checks messages in the meantime while Poya's choosing.
He's probably checked the stream.
Yeah, most likely.
Trying to get a glimpse of his hand.
Yeah. Don't do that, kids at home.
Yeah. It looked like he drew
another Falcon Raptor. So
is it a better line of play to just go for the second Falcon Raptor and then get to double evolve both of them?
Yeah, I think so. You're not using your mana as efficiently, though. Well, Thomas definitely seems to be of the opinion that he wants to get the Tideminder Mage on board here, and if he draws an island next turn, he can play the Raptor and play the 1/4.
Yeah, it's play the Tideminder Mage. They will still it will still evolve a second time once he gets up to the Master Mana.
Exactly.
So it's not a play to poo-poo out here by no stretch of the imagination.
Poya taking a ponder about his top card here, playing a Scryland. Temple of Deceit, I actually think it's called.
I actually don't know.
Huh?
Yes.
We get confirmation from the side that it is actually called Temple of Deceit.
Nice. It would be interesting to see what he's thinking so much about. It's definitely not another land.
Oh, we can agree that.
Yeah. It would have been insta-shipped. Or maybe. Poya's thinking again here. could it be that it's an underworld connections?
If it is an underworld connection, I can't imagine him shipping it down here. He still gets to play Nightwave Spectre next turn.
Yeah.
And he knows that Tomas is holding just one mystery card at this point.
Yeah.
Was that a Fassa that Tomas drew down?
I think it was a Jace.
Okay. So still no third land, or no
Exactly.
third land for Tomas. It is an underworld connection in Poya's hand, though.
Yeah.
It seems.
So a second underworld connection would definitely have been shipped at the bottom here.
So here comes the Nightwave Spectre, presenting a very good blocker against Tomas' team here. The only thing that could really screw this over is if he's attacking with the Cloud Conductor and Weird, and any block if he has rapid hybridization for his Tidebinder Mage.
Yeah.
If he blocks the Cloud Conductor, or he just trade the Weird for the Nightwave Spectre.
Just getting in there with the Frostburn Weird, playing it safe, keeping a blocker home for the Nightwave Spectre. Then perhaps there is a rapid hybridization, and he's trying to coax Poya into an attack here, but instead he plays the.
Judge Familiar here is very good as well.
Yeah.
We know that Poya has loads of lands in hand, but just the threat of actually forcing the second on extra payment can really slow things down for Poya's side.
And another Nightwave Spectre here. Did Tomas draw a land? I thought it looked like a land here. Yeah.
So Tomas is holding a land, Master and Jace, you think?
Yeah.
He has the Master, which Poya knows about as well.
Yeah.
But the last card, I think, we believe is a Jace.
Yeah, we believe it's a Jace, or it could be a rapid hybridization. The illustrations are fairly similar, blue greenish tint.
Tomas keeps an offensive here.
Yeah.
He'll very likely trade this for the Nightwave Spectre.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Getting an opportunity to quote unquote trade 2 devotion for 3, because even though it does not really look at Poya's deck is somewhat devotion based with the Grey Merchant of Asphodel and the
Also a lone Erebos.
yeah, exactly.
Did he just draw another land?
Yeah, he has 3 lands in hand now and just played a 4th land.
Now I remember where we saw Poya. The game with Poya was where he drew basically all lands for the first game.
Yeah.
Against Jonathan.
And
then Jonathan couldn't produce the blue mana in the end.
True.
And he seems to be in that plan again against the Team Hobble member.
Yeah. And here down comes the Master of the Waves producing so many horses.
Yeah.
and so
not,
many is
not,
5.
not evolving the 2/3 Cloudwind Raptor, but evolving the second one.
Yeah. The tiny one.
The tiny one. So he could attack with the 2 Cloudwind Raptors if he feels that he wants to go more on the offensive.
Yeah.
Which is definitely something that he could want to do.
Yeah.
So six elementals down for Tomas' side.
Yeah.
If Poya can't find an answer to the master, then this game is over.
Yeah.
He does have 2 draws.
But also, if he's forced to use the underworld connections, not only does he take 1 point of damage, it also takes off a very useful point of mana to use for that turn, given that Thomas has the Judge's Familiar in play.
Yeah.
So if he's even if he removes the monster with waves, he still has a lot of power coming through that he has to defend against.
We see the attack here.
Yeah.
He will most likely just block the Type Mage, keep his guy alive, and take 5. But even so, he will go down to 6, taking 5 now, or drawing the extra card that he would need, which he is obviously going to do since he drew another swamp.
Yeah.
He
another underworld connections.
Okay. I'm gonna call this. Tomas is up 1-0 in this game.
That was a brutal amount of lands for Poya.
It's the second time now that we see Poya just completely flooded on mana. It's the downside of this game where the draws can really just screw you over.
Yeah.
Not even giving you a chance to
play Magic.
Play Magic as well as these 2 guys do.
Yeah. Thomas doing the math here. He has to be expecting a removal on his monster. So
even so, it's not unreasonable to just shove everything in there.
But Thomas taking the D's here, plopping down the Jace. Let's not be hasty here. And Poya getting quite a bit of extra information here.
Well, the extra information is nothing that he didn't already have.
Yeah.
He's just gonna turn his team sideways. Thomas is sitting snugly at 20 life as well.
Yeah.
So he has nothing to fear at this point. He's just gonna churn everything in to the red zone, and you'll see the cards being scooped up. So.
Yeah. Thomas Geis walks into the red zone and picks up the W here. Quick and easy. Or well, not easy for Poya.
I guess you could expect to see Pocket Needle coming in from Poya in the sideboard. Doomblade's obviously the better removal here. Freakish Cure as well, a very good card. He might want to bring in the Pack Rats.
Yeah, I think he does.
I'm looking at Ultimate Price and Devour Flesh in the main deck here.
Yeah.
Thinking that the Devour Flesh isn't really that great in the matchup.
No.
There are so many
wacky creatures.
Small creatures, whatever Cloudwind Raptor or whatever Judge Familiar, or even an Elemental, where the Devour Flesh will just do nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
So the Doomblade is obviously the best removal in this matchup, even though it doesn't take the Nightfield Spectre.
Yeah.
But there is nothing really does in the format anyways.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Well,
the Hero's Downfall, but
Hero's Downfall or Dark Betrayal.
Yeah.
But the Hero's Downfall will definitely stay in the deck. So,
yeah.
And I don't think that he's gonna bring in his Dark Betrayals just for the Nightfield Spectres.
No, you said you thought he might be bringing Pithing Needle for.
Yeah, Pithing Needle is definitely something that I think that he's thinking about bringing in.
What do you want to needle in the matchup?
You want to needle Jace. You want to needle Fassa, maybe.
I'm not fond of needling just the unblockable ability on Thassa there. But yeah, you could be right that you bring it in anyway, just to have a trump for Jace.
I'm not sure. There is a lone Pithing Needle in his sideboard, and
I think that the black deck wants to take a slightly more aggressive role here.
So bringing in the pack rats and taking out some chaff.
Yeah. Maybe even bringing in Lifebane Zombie as an answer to Jace if you're that worried about Jace.
Lifebane Zombie obviously is nigh unblockable in this matchup.
It trades with the Nightfield Spectre, but apart from that, there's nothing in the blue deck that can block it.
Yeah.
Of course. I am not sure what
he would bring out other than maybe an Ultimate Prize and Dark Flesh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Thomas is sideboarding either. The only thing I'm certain of is that he won't be
bringing in Gainsay.
Yeah.
Even though it has targets in his
the Nightfield Spectre.
Yeah.
This Nightfield Spectre, he keeps coming up all the time.
Yeah.
I think you're bringing in 2 Rapid Hybridization and a Cyclonic Rift just as an answer to Pack Rat.
Yeah.
So you might want you want cheap answers so you can have them online before doing the first activation.
Yeah.
Oh, the other game is the other semifinals is still sitting pretty at 0-0. We'll try to keep you updated as soon as we know anything.
Yeah. In the other semifinals, we have Christopher Niemi against Per Nyström. Let's see if Per can actually squeak out a win against
versus Nemesis.
Yeah, I really don't like that.
You know I was going there.
Yeah, I was.
You set it up.
I regretted starting to say what I was saying right as I was doing it.
Yeah. I see now that the Pithing Needle is still in Poya's sideboard. He's taken out the Desecration Demons, which might be the correct call here as well, because Thomas has so many quote-unquote irrelevant creatures that that should push come to shove, he can actually sacrifice like an elemental token or something like that. He's still fingering the Pithing Needle though, and I don't see any pack rats in the sideboard anymore, so he might have brought those in.
I think pack rat is definitely coming in the matchup.
Yeah. Maybe Thomas is bringing in the second Nykthos Shrine to the Goddess, just to be able to maybe sometime get the 7 mana for the Overload on Cyclonic Rift. Like bringing in a colorless hand when you're already playing 4 really messes with your plans of playing Nightblue Spectre.
Yeah, and bringing it in, he would need to take out like a Mutavault.
Yeah.
And I guess the Mutavaults would use be better.
Or a spell.
I don't think you want to go up to 26 lands there.
No, maybe not. Thomas draws an extra 5 cards and decides I still can keep this. Poya seems to be sitting prettily on 7 though. Tomas Westling was in the team that won the GP Utrecht tournament earlier this summer, and Poya Nobari has been a mainstay on the Swedish Magic scene for a long, long time. Multiple Pro Tour appearances, a couple of national team appearances, or maybe just one national team appearances. I think he's been playing since 95, 96 or so. Okay, let's go, says both Tomas and Poya. And it seems like he left in one Desecration Demon because I see it in Poya's hand here. Like,
I won't argue with you.
Okay. That's just so miserable when you board out 3 of a 4 off and you draw the last one in your starting hand.
I mean, the card is still reasonable in the matchup.
Yeah, it still does something in the matchup.
It's just very bad if your opponent gets to pop down a Master Waves and you don't have an answer.
Yeah. That being said, though, Poya's deck is very, very full of answers to Master Waves. Tomas and Poya trading cards for a while here, and here comes the Desecration Demon. And Master of Waves comes down for 1.
A lone horse.
Yeah. And is Poya even going to let him sacrifice the horsey here?
I think he's just going to kill the Master.
Yeah.
Kill the Master and smash him in for 6.
Yeah. Smash him in all the faces. And a Cloudfin Raptor, right? Yeah. And a second Master of Waves. So Thomas having a slight issue with the math here, trying to count out how many horses he's supposed to receive. And Poya with 2 Grey Merchant of Asphodels in hand here basically only needs 1 hit for this game to be over. Drying his hands on his trousers. Maybe he's a bit nervous here. I want to attack, and I think that seals the deal. Drain you for 4. Because these life points are gone forever. There's no life gain available in blue. So Tomas would need double rapid hybridization here to stay alive.
Or Dissolve.
Or Dissolve. But Poya drew a Thoughtseize as well. You are so dead.
It's 1 more island, so that's a bunch of lands and 4 spells for Tomas' side. So now that they traded flooding one game each.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get some real magic for the last game here.
Yeah. And the lone Desecration Demon certainly pulled his weight here.
Yeah, I think Poya is looking to bring in more of the demons.
Yeah.
The demons are still very, very powerful.
Yeah.
They're just the fact that they're just bad against 1 single card.
Yeah.
Is reasonable, and or it could be reason enough to just maybe considering going down in the count of them.
Yeah.
But if you can just get 1 or 2 swings in, then he just keeps growing as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely a powerful card.
Yeah.
As it looks now.
And it seems like Poya has the pack rats in the sideboard still.
He's considering moving some things around at least.
Yeah. The pithing needle, the debated pithing needle. Or maybe should it be a whip here? Yeah, Poya has removed all the pack rats in this matchup.
They were definitely in for the second game. Maybe they have some. Maybe they have some sideboard tech where they choose to keep pack rats on the draw, but Desecration Demons on the play, or the other way around, of course.
Yeah.
You want pack rat on play and Desecration Demons on the draw.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah, it's good team MTG. Answer our the questions for us.
We've already gone through this several times during the weekend.
Yeah.
About these players. We just like to, well, give you the highlights, so to speak. And we feel that winning Grand Prix Utrecht is kind of the crowning achievement of Tomas Westling.
Yeah. Tomas playing around with his horses while Poya shuffles. A quick cut. And there's a Bident of Thassa in Thomas's hand. And a Cloudfin Raptor, at least I'd say. A Pharika's Cure drawn.
Cure and,
but no turn 1 discard here.
I think there's a Desecration Demon and maybe a Devour Flesh.
Yeah.
So this is a very good line of play for Tomas here.
Yeah.
He gets the quick attackers and several bodies that he can throw away to Devour Fleshes. And
also the Force Spike effect here.
Judge's Familiar is obviously very good. Just being able to counter whatever removal.
Yeah.
For a few turns here.
Yeah. And should Tomas have like a Tidebinder Mage or Frostburn Weird here, Poya is actually under a very quick clock.
I think that Poya has one more land in hand, and there's the Freakish Cure and the Dwarf Flesh for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's also Desecration Demon and Underworld Connections.
Yeah. And here comes Devour Flesh, I'm assuming. You want to... Okay.
He's actually trying for the Cure. The Cure is definitely getting countered by the Judge's Familiar here.
I was thinking maybe you bait the...
I was actually thinking the exact same thing, that you would play the Devour Flesh, which Tomas will just gain 1 life by sacrificing the Judge Familiar, and then playing the Freakish Cure. So we get to evolve the Raptors again and attacking for 4, which is great play for Tomas here. He also gets a Mutavault.
Yeah. And should Tomas draw land next turn, he also has Biden to Thassa coming down next turn for drawing huge amount of cards here.
A Thassa right now would also be very great for Tomas, where if Poya taps out like he did now, if he can draw Thassa, it will evolve both his Raptors as well. He did draw the land, so there comes the Biden, and everything goes in.
Yeah.
Poya will snap block here, of course.
Yeah.
But it still nets 2 cards for Tomas, and another 3 damage to Poya's head.
Poya has a desecration demon here though, but giving the steady stream of cards that Tomas will be drawing now, he might actually be able to tap down the
I don't
demon.
think he would be worried about a desecration demon. Tapping Poya out for a turn, just playing the desecration demon, and just any creature that he can draw would just be pretty much play it, kill the demon, and tap down the demon for the attack. Or he could just use the mutual to tap it down for the attack.
Yeah.
The question is, what has he drawn? We see an island at least, or a pair of islands that he's considering playing. If he can find some more creatures, that would obviously be awesome for him.
Yeah.
But I can't really tell what he has in hand.
What does this fucker do? I can sacrifice a creature anytime? No, just at the beginning of combat.
It's not unthinkable that if he has some other grand spell like Jace or something, we just play it, pass the turn, in Poya's attack step, just sacrifice a creature to tap it down then to keep it tapped and not take the damage from the attack.
Also line of play here is taking 6 damage and just make Poya's creatures attack.
Yeah.
It's a little passive.
But it's still a possible line of play here.
Yeah.
Since he would actually get rid of the Knife Inspector by a double block from the Captain Raptors.
Yeah.
But it all depends on the cards that Tomas has in hand, of course. Since we've only seen the island and he keeps the hand just out of line of sight here.
Yeah.
So.
Or face down on the table, which is, as you might have noticed, not helping.
Also out of line of sight.
Out of line of sight. And here comes the Knife.
He has a Knife Inspector and just passed the turn, so we will most likely see an activation of the Bident here.
Yeah.
Maybe just taking the damage from the demon for a turn.
Yeah, exactly.
To net 1 extra card on the Bident on Tomas' turn.
Yeah.
I do see Devour Flesh. There is also a Hero's Downfall.
Yeah.
So if he wants to try and
I don't
block
think
the Knife Inspector, he will just have to put everything in there.
Yeah, I think Tomas doesn't try to double block here. Just putting one of the. He puts one of the.
No, he'll just put everything there.
Yeah.
And just kill it. There's no reason not to do it. It's not like there's a random pump spell. I mean, sure, if he expects there to be a Freakish Cure, then that could kill a creature for him. But other than that, there will just be pure removal. So all 3 creatures are just most likely going to block the Knife Inspector.
And Poya not playing a land before combat here might come back to bite him.
I don't think it will really matter.
No.
If he plays the Devouring Flesh, he will just sacrifice the Frostburn Weird. I wouldn't think that he would actually tap out the Mutavault, since Mutavault can still block the Mutavault from Tomas' side.
Yeah.
And trade for that, but he goes for the Devour Flesh here, and he's also going to have Hero's Downfall after combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tomas takes 6 and gains 4, going down to 18.
Yeah.
And I think we're just going to see a Swamp and a passive turn here.
Yeah. Or
He actually make sure that the Hero's Downfall will stick.
But
Tomas can still attack with 6 power and draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
Which is,
in my book, pretty good.
Pretty good. With Poya just being at 12 life now.
And only with a pair of Underworld Connections in hand.
It was 2 in hand.
Yeah, I think there's 2 in hand.
I think Tomas is considering if he wants to activate an attack with the Mutavault.
Yeah.
And see what he has afterwards.
Yeah.
Couldn't really tell.
He has at least an island.
Maybe a pair of islands and something else. Is that Fasa?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's a dissolve. Or we might be talking about different cards. So he has both.
Oh, yeah, it seems like he has 2 cards here. Or 2 spells, I mean.
Yeah.
So he activates Mutavault and attacks with the team.
Yeah.
Poya goes down to 6 and 3 fresh cards for Tomas. If that is actually dissolved in hand.
I like Thomas's chances here.
He should be able to seal this game and this match. Down comes the Night Spectre.
Yeah.
Not fearing a possible Grey Merchant here.
A Grey Merchant would only bring him up to 10, I'm guessing here.
Yeah, bring him up to 10, but also taking Tomas down a bit.
Yeah.
And running Grey. The really mean thing about Grey Merchants is that
the second one gets better.
The second one gets so much better. So it's not unreasonable that if he would have had a Grey Merchant and then drawn a second one, that he could actually steal the game just purely off of those.
Yeah.
Regardless of how many cards Tomas draws.
Yeah.
There is only the one dissolve in the sideboard that's possibly going to affect this, and maybe some rapid hybridization. Reducing the amount of damage that
the Grey Merchant
would do.
Let's scry a little, says Poya here. Taking a ponder. It wasn't good enough. It was measured and found too light. Or just right, maybe? He keeps it on top. He plays Underworld Connections on his swamp here. Mostly for the black mana symbols, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Button combat here, the demon is going to get tapped,
Yeah.
and I think this game is over.
Yeah.
Cyclonic Rift there as well for Tomas.
Yeah. 6
Yeah, and there's the hand.
Yeah.
So.